Hello there, Adam Bazalgette here, founder of SW Golf Academy. Today, how to create a consistent pre-shot routine in golf. We'll look at what you need to accomplish with your routine and, of course, ways to practice it. Well, some golfers do practice their pre-shot routine. Most don't really, but if you do, is it helping you? There's 4 things you really need to accomplish. We'll assume grip. Posture. Are you getting into good posture with your routine? Is your alignment good? Ball position would be the third, and finally just the flow, the feeling of getting comfortable, sort of triggering your swing, if you will. Let's examine them. Well, good posture in golf is crucial if you're going to have good balance and your body's going to move efficiently. If you have poor posture, you're off balance. It's not a lesson about that, but you will struggle to make good swings. So here's the thing: you will never see a great player step in, ground the club, and then try to sort their posture out. The stepping in is what creates the posture. So my club isn't going to reach the ground unless I bend forward, and I'm used to bending forward from the hips so that I create the correct sort of feel getting in there. Now, here's what you have to do. You have to get good at posture. We've got videos on posture at this channel, not going to get into that exhaustively, but you have to get good at it, number one, in front of a mirror and without a club. Get that dynamic feel, toes roughly over tricep, these sort of relationships. Again, we've got videos on that. Get good at that. Next, with a mirror, get that posture, get good at how that feels with the golf club in your hand, and then, and I would do this at home, practice that feeling. Am I able to step in and create that posture effortlessly and consistently? You'll reap the benefits if you put the time in, I promise you. Let's look at alignment next. So when you're out at the range, I would take the club you're going to hit with, place it in front of the ball to the target, stand back where the camera is, make sure you like it, then place a second club parallel to that. Then when you pick this one up, this will be somewhere between your toes and the ball. You'll know you have a really good parallel reference. So I've got my parallel club set up there. Here's the real key. You will see the target better when you're looking this way than when you're looking over your shoulder. So great players almost invariably step in with their trail foot, for me, right foot, set the club face where they can see it from this position, and then set their feet. Not that difficult to do, but it does take a little bit of practice. Now, the key is really getting used to how far to stand from the ball when you do that. I'm just used to that. I can pull my back foot back just a bit. I'm kind of used to setting the club and doing that. I would get at home the grouting on the tile line, the edge of a area rug or something like that. Get that between where the ball would be and your feet, and just get good at doing this, building into that posture. Remember one thing in life, generally speaking, if something's really worth doing, if it's truly going to be beneficial, the hard work, the sacrifices up front, the benefits are more at the back. Think of fitness, financial health, etc., etc. So take the time to do this. You will reap the rewards. Let's keep moving. So let's tackle the final 2 on our list, then a closing tip at the end. The next one would be ball position. Checking it in a mirror, of course, and not the same ball position isn't right for every player. Tour pros typically would play their irons farther forward than the average player, but whatever is correct for you, what you need to do is get good at placing it. So I step in, or I try to step in, where the inside of that trail foot is in line with the ball. That would mean in between my feet would be there. And then it's really a matter of how I place that foot and widen out that determines ball position. So let's try that. Inside of the foot, that would mean it's about that far inside my back foot, slightly forward of middle for me. Settle in and then get ready to go. Final thing, and a very important thing, is the flow. Feeling comfortable over the ball and more or less triggering your swing. Now, a couple of thoughts here. You're an individual. I'm an individual. We're not all built the same. Bobby Jones had a very brief pre-shot routine, just got settled over the ball and pulled the trigger. Jack Nicklaus, equally great player for sure. Long, taking his time over the ball. You have to do something that suits your personality, that suits you. Now, as you're preparing to hit, Jack Nicklaus would wobble his feet and his hands a little bit. Some players a little bit different. They may play with their hands. Anything that gets you comfortable, little wiggle of the hips or something that keeps you in motion as you're looking at the ball. As we said, finally a trigger. For Nicklaus, it was kind of a straightening of the left arm and a cocking of the head. Sam Snead, little twist of the hips and go. Gary Player was kind of a pinch the right knee and go. Nick Price actually bounced his thumb a little bit and went. Whatever works for you that way so that you get comfortable. You kind of know when you're going to trigger it, and it's consistent and it keeps you comfortable. That's what we need. Let's have a closing thought. Well, I hope these ideas are helpful to you. You have to practice this. You have to get good at it. So the whole purpose of a routine is so that you don't have to think so much when you're out on the golf course. You just sort of settle into it, and you'll need periodic practice. So maybe if you're hitting 50, 60 golf balls, 10 or so of those should have a pre-shot routine built in. Sometimes you just want to hit shots and do block practice working on your swing, but a portion of it should be devoted to that, and check it. If you don't check these things, it doesn't help. You've got to get in front of a mirror, film yourself now. Again, it's easy to do with today's technology. See if, hey, am I getting into a good posture? Is the ball position what I think? Adjust it and just keep maintaining it. You'll reap the benefits.